Hey everybody, how's it going? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to talk about something really unique and something that I've never heard anybody actually address. So I'm going to address it and we're going to handle it, all right? We're going to talk about how the loudest guy, the most antagonistic guy, is the weakest guy, has the weakest position, and has the most fear out of everyone, no matter their position, no matter how much wealth, influence, power, no wealth, influence, and power they have, and how this can affect your marketing. So do me a favor before we dive into that today. Subscribe to the channel. Tell me what you think in the comments about this video. Check out my other videos. Share this information. Just want to try to help people and help them do better in marketing, all right? So let's get started and talk about what's really going on here when somebody's super loud, super obnoxious, and what that actually means, okay? Let's go. All right, great. So in marketing, I've talked about this before, where we felt that people had to create this false persona, or they had to build something or appear a certain way or look a certain way, or really create this, in essence, lie. Like in 1 minute on social media, there's something else, and then you see them off social media and you're like, this is weird. Why are they so quiet? That doesn't make any sense. And so what I'm really talking about here is that these really hype up, loud. Look, it's good to be hyped. It's good to be motivated. It's good to be excited. I love that stuff. But you also have to look a little bit beyond that and ask yourself, okay, is this person really genuine? Is this person really authentic? What are they really portraying? What is their intention? Because sometimes people can use hype and motivation to actually squash people. It's weird. Like they'll actually say it in a way that makes people feel bad for where they actually are and where they're trying to get to. So how do you combat that as a marketer? Well, number one, if an influencer or a company or somebody's attempting to do this, you already know their ethic level. Like right there, you just know where they're at. You're like, wow, this person is so just desirous of making people feel bad about themselves so they could feel better about themselves, flaunting this, flaunting that, trying to really inject a sense of insecurity in someone else because they're fearful of how powerful they can actually become. And so what do you do as the guy that's coming up, the guy that's working on it? I've experienced this before. I've gone through this. I was like, man, I don't think I'm good enough to promote. I don't think I'm good enough to market. I don't think I'm good enough to say anything. And so how do you combat that? Really, the simple way is to just promote harder, okay? Promote from the viewpoint of my intention is to actually communicate through my Facebook ads, through my YouTube ads, through my LinkedIn messages and comments, and my posts that I'm doing on Facebook and social media. Get into a rhythm, okay? You could be easily overwhelmed by what this other person or individuals are doing, and it looks great and it looks big, and people are just going all over the place trying to make other people look worse or feel bad for what it is that they're doing. My favorite one is when people make fun of influencers with cars. Now, here's the deal. I don't think your car should be the mainline deal of your marketing efforts. But if you work really hard to acquire something like that, then hey, share it. Like share it from the viewpoint of a win. Like, oh my God, I can't believe that I got this. You know, that's what I did. I was actually nervous to post my car when I bought it. I got an Aston Martin a year ago, and I remember being like, man, I don't know, I don't want people to think I'm this, but that's the only thing I've spent money on. The rest goes into my business, the rest goes into my personal development, last year I donated 30% of my profits to charity. 30%, that's incredible, right? So what is it, the intention that somebody actually has when they're being loud, when they're being obnoxious, when they're trying to tell people you're this, you're that, It's because they're fearful of you. They're fearful that they cannot hold their position. This is what's actually happening. They cannot hold their position where they are. And so in order for them to hold their position, they have to make others wrong. They have to make others smaller, no matter what stage in life they're at. And sometimes these people forget about where they came from, which is the worst thing. So the deal is you have to look at it from the standpoint of what's actually being communicated here and how is it being communicated. Okay? You're a marketer, you're an influencer, you're building your business, you're building your brand, you're trying to help people out, you're trying to get them, sell your products and services. Just keep it back to the basic of I'm just simply trying to communicate to you, to give you more data about my products and services. Or maybe you don't even have to talk about that. You could share your viewpoints. I talked in another video about how just sharing what I had done had actually just changed the entire viewpoint of money and organically growing a business. It was just because I shared what it is that I did in my life, how I saw things, how I viewed things, how I explored things, how I expanded on things. But I didn't feel the need to be really loud. I didn't feel the need to be really obnoxious. And I guess some people have that, and great, good for you, but also just realize, you might push away certain people, or you might rub people the wrong way. So how do you find that balance? Well, number one, don't be antagonistic. Number two, you're not trying to squash people. You're not trying to make people feel bad, but really look at the communication. Is that communication making you feel better, or is it making you feel worse? And if it makes you feel worse, I wouldn't listen to that person anymore, because the intention there is to make you feel bad. That is the intention. Some people are like, oh, well, they'll make excuses, or they'll rationalize, or they'll come up with something and they'll say, well, this is, it's just a bad day or something. No. That's BS. They know what they're doing. It's a true communication. It's designed to push people down. It's designed to push people away so that they wouldn't stand up and promote more. I remember one time I was told, hey, you're actually getting too much attention and you should stop marketing. And I was like, what? What do you mean by that? And that really clicked some gears for me. I'm like, oh, these are the kinds of people that I'm around. Somebody who was on my team was like, dude, you should stop promoting because you're going to get too much attention. And I'm like, are you kidding me? See, loudest does not always equal the most powerful. It usually equals the most weakest. If you want to be loud, there's a way to, how you're loud? You just create a lot. That's how you're loud. You create a lot of content. You advertise as much as you can. You post as often as you can. You make as many phone calls as you can. That's loud in activity, not loud in voice. Loud in activity, not loud in voice, okay? It's not going to make a difference. Somebody could talk to you like this and you get a better effect than somebody screaming, yelling, being loud, la 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 la, fake laughing, whatever. Loud in activity, not loud in your voice. That is really where you need to be, because some of these guys are the weakest, most insecure individuals that are trying to push you down, make you feel bad so they can hold their position better. And so they're trying to do this. All you have to do is be loud in your activity. Posts, promotion, ads, phone calls, communications, text messages, follow-ups, videos, photos, all of those things is where you want to be. If you want to be loud, that's how you're loud. If you want to appear weak, then be loud in voice, because you're trying to compensate for something. In marketing, you don't really have to compensate for anything. All you really have to be able to do is put a camera on, get your Instagram stories going, get something moving, spend a little bit of money on ads. I mean, you could do some really good damage with $200,000, $500,000 a month in ads. We do. We got clients that, that's what we're marketing for them, and it works. We got clients that are spending way more than that, and it also works. So don't try to create this deal. The loudest person is usually the weakest, most insecure person. The most antagonistic person is the weakest person. The one who's trying to push people down no matter where they're at in their business is the weakest person, no matter their stature, power, or influence, all right? Subscribe to the channel. I hope this video helps you out. If you need something, let me know. Comment below. I'll play a little video at the end here, show you all the ways that we can help you. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Hey guys, thanks so much for watching the video today. Listen, I got a couple things I want to share with you. If you want help with promotion and marketing training on how to build a brand, transform your brand, you can go to sysloventures.com/secrets revealed. It's a 200 course program online that gives you everything from starting with nothing all the way up to taking you to advertising. And whatever questions you might have, it's very simple, very short, very effective, get you going. Number two, if you need any help with anything digital, video production, web design, graphic design, maybe you need printers, maybe you need flyers, maybe you need graphics, social media posting, Facebook ads, Google ads, YouTube ads, LinkedIn posting, Twitter posting, video production, consulting, training, any of those items, we can help you with that. You can just go to sysloventures.com, sign up there, go to the branding page, check out the webinar that I have, take a look at all that. And then lastly, if you're a high-end corporate client, one that's spending north of $60,000 a month in advertising spend, you can go to syslospice.com, and we have special corporate enterprise pricing for you just over there, and everything digital, all right? So if you need anything, all the links are below. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time.